Traumatic brain injury impacts children and families. A brain injury affects the entire family, and most importantly, children, who are very vulnerable and dependent on their family. I just read a very compelling article in the most recent edition of the journal Brain Injury, a publication of the North American Brain Injury Association, also known as NABIS. The article is entitled "The Forgotten Children: The Aftermath of an Acquired Brain Injury in the Family." The authors observe an acquired brain injury has not only an impact on the survivor, who frequently has physical, cognitive, emotional, behavioral, and social difficulties, but will also affect his or her family. Members of that family unit must adapt to a novel life situation in which family dynamics involving roles, boundaries, and communication will most likely change. Studies of family dynamics exploring living with a brain-injured family member have found high levels of distress, significant symptoms of depression and anxiety, decreased quality of life, and reduced family functioning. Additionally, divorce, job loss, and high health care costs also exist in this population. So we need to spend more time and attention on these significant issues, especially in the most vulnerable group, our children. Children are not prepared to deal with this injury and the stress the injury has on their parent or sibling. Children are at a high risk for the development of significant and long-lasting mental health issues, including post-traumatic stress, reduced self-esteem, sadness, worry, anxiety, and depression. These issues will also affect their education and social skills. So what suggestions do the authors of this article make? Children's well-being requires adult support to minimize the risk of serious consequences. Children can't be ignored by medical personnel in the acute care setting or in the rehabilitation process, nor can they be ignored in the home or in the school. Their identity and self-worth must be recognized and validated. Their fears must be discussed, and attention needs to be focused on the frequent role reversal that takes place, where a child must now assist a parent or a sibling. Here are some specific suggestions they make. Accept the need for assistance. Arrange for the child to talk with a professional. Children may be afraid to approach family members about their fears, and often parents lack the skills to provide the assistance that their child requires. Provide information about the situation to adults outside the family unit, including teachers who can talk with your child. Allow children to recharge their battery and engage in childhood leisure activities. And provide the love and attention that your child needs, despite the stressful situations that you may be facing. More research needs to take place on specific initiatives and interventions required to support children following a brain injury in the family. Children need to be part of the rehabilitation process, including access to and reimbursement for required care. An acquired or traumatic brain injury affects the entire family. Thank you for listening from our new base of operation in New York City, and I look forward to meeting with you again next week on another edition of the Brain Injury Insider.